Well, hello and welcome from Kenfig Sands near Porthcawl. And I'm here next to an old shipwreck. A perfect place to discuss where we're going next. We're going on, by the shipwreck, 2 cruises on 2 new cruise lines, well, new to us, but have we made the right choice? So join us on YouTube to keep up to date with our adventures. The first video will be coming out next week. As this video comes out, we should be on board the first of these cruises. A 3-night cruise with Ambassador Cruise Line from Bristol over to Dublin. They call it a Dublin Seacation. The sun's trying to come out. Anyway, the second cruise we're going to be on is only a few days later. We're going to be trying Carnival, and I'll be chatting about that further on in the video. But first, Ambassador. Sorry for the interruption. This is Marcus from half an hour in the future. I forgot to mention this beach, Kenfig Sands, is quite popular with nudists. So if you see anybody walking behind me with a tackle out, I apologise. Hopefully, because the weather's so bad, there won't be any. But don't look behind me, just in case. I think I spoke too soon. The sun's gone behind a cloud again. Hopefully, it will come back out. So, Ambassador Cruise Line. They started in 2021 and they've only got 2 ships, the Ambience and the Ambition. We're going to be going on the Ambition, which started life as the Mistral for Festival Cruises and was built in 1999. Its last refit was by Ambassador, and that was April 2023, which was only last year. And here comes the sun again. The Ambassador Ambition is not very big compared to cruise ships these days. I've actually got the size here. Let's have a look. 679 cabins with an average occupancy of 1,200. So we'll be leaving Bristol Royal Portbury Docks, cruising along this stretch of coast. Then we're going to have a sea day on the way to Dunleary for Dublin. Then overnight, not back to Bristol, we're going over to Liverpool. Like I said, it's only a short cruise, 3 nights. It's going to be a bit of a taster for Ambassador Cruise Lines. If we like it, good. If we don't, it's only 3 nights. So how much did we pay for it? We paid £250 each for an outside cabin, but that includes parking at Bristol and also the transfer. Because we're docking in Liverpool on the way back, there's a transfer bus back to Bristol. If you chose to stay in an inside cabin, it was even cheaper. And we're both really looking forward to it, especially leaving from Bristol and cruising along the Bristol Channel and past Porthcawl. By the way, this is the wreck of the MV Altmark, which ran aground here on Kenfig Sands. No one was injured. I think there's only 1 person on board, actually, and they were rescued. Anyway, a few days after we get back from the Ambassador Cruise, we're driving down to Dover in Kent for a 12-night cruise with Carnival Cruise Line. Another first for us. Oh, by the way, if you haven't subscribed already, don't forget to like and subscribe. Go on. It costs you nothing. Go on, press the button. A few minutes ago, I was saying the sun could be coming out, but now it's got even darker and cloudier. It even looks like rain. Typical Welsh weather. Anyway, getting back to Carnival Cruise Lines, when we were doing some research, we were looking on YouTube, and it keeps suggesting videos entitled "Fight on Board Carnival." I hope it's not going to be like that. Anyway, Mel's from Wild Mill in Bridgend. She can handle herself. I think that's just clickbait on YouTube. So if you have been on Carnival, let us know. I'm sure Mel's on a Facebook group, and I'm sure they seem fine. So what ship are we going on? We're going on another older ship, the Carnival Legend. which had a refit only a few weeks ago, May 2024. The ship itself was built in 2002, so it's 22 years old, and it's got a capacity of 2,124. Better check, was I right? 2,000? Let's have a look. My notes. Yeah, 2,124. Well, where are we going? What's the itinerary? We're leaving from Dover, not Southampton, from Dover, which is another first for us. And as I've got my notes out, let's have a look. I know where we're going. We're going to Iceland and back to Ireland, but the timing, let's have a look. We're 2 days at sea, then up to Iceland, and we're going to spend 5 days sailing around Iceland itself. And we're there for the longest day. And I had a look at the length of the day, and the sun rises at 2:30 a.m. and it sets at 12:30, half past midnight. So that means we've got 22 hours of daylight. So after Iceland, it's another sea day down to Belfast in Northern Ireland, where we've booked the Titanic Museum. It's very suitable for a cruise. Then it's down to Dunleary again for Dublin, which we're doing on the Ambassador trip. Then from there, it's a day at sea, and we dock back in Dover on the Friday morning. I'm getting acclimatised for Iceland. Look at the weather. I'm standing on the beach in South Wales. I know I go on about the weather a lot, but look at it. Look how great it is. It's June. Where's the sun? Well, we've been to Iceland a couple of times, but this will be the first time we've gone there by ship. And what's good, the cruise goes around the whole island, around the north part, the more remote part. Will there be any eruptions, I wonder? Also, when we go round the top part, the northern part, we'll be crossing the Arctic Circle, which will be a first for us as well. It'll probably be warmer than down here, to be honest. Myself and Mel are really looking forward to this cruise on the Carnival Legend up to Iceland. Although we've been to Iceland before, the place, we can't really describe it. It's, I don't know, it's a wonderful place. You have to go if you haven't been. And where's Mel today, you ask? Well, she's got common sense. She's staying at home with a cup of tea. And if you're watching this and you're going to be on board the Carnival Legend for this cruise, don't forget to come and say hello to us if you see us on board. By the way, if you want to join our little community, find out more about us, have some hints and tips from our travels, including Wales, to the rest of the world, our Patreon is now live. And I'll put a link for that below. In the meantime, thanks for watching, and if you're on board either of these cruises, come and say hello. And if we haven't met you already, hopefully we'll meet you soon on a future trip. So until next time, bye.